Now we have to derive the expression, that is electric potential due to electric dipole. So now we have to derive electric potential due to electric dipole. Already we are aware of that electric dipole. Two equivalent opposite charges separated by a small distance, we are calling it as an electric dipole. And we must recall the definition of dipole moment, where we have the equation form of the dipole moment. P is equals to Q into 2A, where Q is a magnitude of either of the charges and 2A is a small separation between the two charges. So by knowing that dipole and dipole moment definitions, now we have to derive the expression for electric potential due to electric dipole. Yes, observe the diagram now. Yes, clearly we can say in the diagram we have electric dipole because we have two charges. See, here we have the negative charge minus Q, here we have the positive charge, and separation between them is 2A. And here we have the dipole moment, which is directed from negative to positive charge. So for this dipole having dipole moment P and separation 2A, we have to find electric potential at some common point P. Yes, so now consider a dipole. Let P be a point at a distance of r from midpoint O of the dipole. So as we are observing in the diagram, so here the common point, this P, is at a distance of r from midpoint of the electric dipole. So at that point P, we have to find the electric potential due to both the positive as well as the negative charges. Let theta be the angle between OP and dipole moment. Yes, we can observe that in the diagram. So here we can have OP. This is OP and this is the dipole moment, and we can have theta, that is the angle between that OP and that dipole moment. AP is equals to R1 and BP is equals to R2, where AP is nothing but the distance of that point P from negative charge and BP is nothing but the distance of that point from positive charges. So we have AP is equals to R1 and BP is equals to R2. That means we are giving the complete explanation of that diagram there, right? So we considered theta, we considered that R, we considered R1, R2. Electric potential at P due to negative charges, because we have to consider both the potential due to positive charge and negative charge. So by superposition principle, we have to get the total potential. So initially we are considering V1. So what is V1? Electric potential at P due to negative charge. So potential depends on distance, and the distance here it is R1. Potential also depends on charge, and here charge is minus Q. So what we can write the potential, V1 is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught minus Q by R. That is potential at P due to negative charge. Similarly, potential at P due to positive charge. So we can write that as V2 is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. What is the charge? Positive charge, right? Yes, it is simply Q divided by what is the separation? R2. So this is potential at P due to positive charge. And now we have to get the total potential. By superposition, we already know that V is equals to V1 plus V2, where V1 is due to negative charge and V2 is due to positive charge. And by observing that equation 1 and 2, we can take the common factor 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. See, here in equation 1 also we have that 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. In equation 2 also we have 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, and Q is also common, right? Yes, we can take that 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught as common, and I am writing the positive term first, that is Q2 by R2 minus Q by R1, because of negative sign. I am first writing the positive term q by r2 minus q by r1. So we can take that q also common. So we have v is equals to q by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by r2 minus 1 by r1. And now we are taking the LCM here. 1 by r2 minus 1 by r1. So r1 minus r2 divided by r1 r2. r1 r2, and we are calling that as equation number 3. Equation 3 gives the total potential by superposition V is equals to V1 plus V2. So now we have to get the value of R1 minus R2. As we can observe that in the diagram, that point P is not equidistant from the negative charge as well as positive charge. We can observe that clearly. So it is R1 and this is R2. And in the picture, R1 is greater than R2. Now we have to get R1 minus R2. In order to get R1 minus R2, just we have to drop a perpendicular from B onto AP, and this gives R1 minus R2. Now just observe this triangle, that is ABC. ABC. So this will be right angle. Here we have theta. So this side becomes opposite. This will be hypotenuse and this is adjacent. Now we want that R1 minus R2. That means we want adjacent side. So in the triangle ABC, we want R1 minus R2 value. So we can have cos theta here because we want R1 minus R2, which is the adjacent side. So we know that cos theta is equals to adjacent by hypotenuse, right? So here we are considering that from the triangle ABC, cos theta is equals to adjacent by hypotenuse. Adjacent is nothing but AC. Hypotenuse is nothing but AB. So cos theta is equals to AC by AB. So from the diagram, what is AC? AC is nothing but R1 minus R2. What about AB? That is 2A. Therefore, R1 minus R2 is equals to 2A cos theta. So we have to substitute this R1 minus R2 value as 2A cos theta in equation number 3. What is our equation number 3? Yes, here we can observe that equation number 3. V is equals to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R1 minus R2 divided by R1 R2. In that equation, now what we have to do? Just make the substitution. Instead of that R1 minus R2, we have to write it as 2A cos theta. Now we can have the equation form. V is equals to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught 2A cos theta divided by R1 R2. To get the standard equation, we are making an assumption that R1 is approximately equals to R2, that is equals to R. R1 denominator is approximately equals to R2, that must be equals to R, and in the numerator we have Q and 2A. As we are dealing with dipole, the expressions must be represented in dipole moment. We already know that P is equals to Q into 2A. Therefore, just we are considering Q into 2A as P. So observe carefully in this equation. R1 is approximately equals to R2, that is equals to R. So denominator will become R square. And we have that Q and 2A. That Q and 2A is replaced by dipole moment P. So the equation reduces to V is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P cos theta by R square. Observe that numerator term P cos theta. So here just we are considering the dot product formula, that is vector P dot vector R cap. where that r cap is a unit vector that can be written as p, magnitude of p into magnitude of r cap will be 1 into cos theta. Therefore, p cos theta, that is p cos theta, that is vector p dot r cap. So observe here, p cos theta, that p cos theta is replaced by vector p dot r cap. Why? Because vector p dot vector r cap is nothing but p into 1 into cos theta, that is p cos theta. So we have the final expression, that is potential due to electric dipole V is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught vector p into r cap divided by r square, where p is the dipole moment. Electric dipole consider ಮಾಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ the expression must be in terms of dipole moment. So don't make it too lengthy. It's very simple. First, observe the diagram clearly. Then think of potential at P due to negative charge, that is equation 1. Potential due to positive charge at point P, that is equation number 2. And use the superposition principle. And then just the mathematical simplification gives us the final expression V is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught vector P dot r cap by r square.